Good luck sealing those rifts. Too many wounded. Not enough bandages. Start tearing up shirts then. If the Inquisition can afford bandages.
Oh, Creator, see me near. For I walk
The
only
carrier
where
done
you
will have more
forbid me.
poultices for the injured as
Stand
soon
only in
as
place.
possible. Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask him.
What can they do? It's just talk.
Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with him. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through. The city still mourns.
Just a guess seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lord Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry Mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then. They wish to protect the people from us? Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
As you say, my lady.
Not open today. Not until this fast is over, at least. Too many swords out.
You'll forgive if events are a little too flustered for comments. Nothing personal, Inquisition.
We're keeping order.
Good people of Val Royal, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet, no servant of anything beyond his selfish greed.
You say I am the enemy. The breach in the sky is our true enemy. We must unite to stop it.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
It is already too late. The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Was that display supposed to impress me?
On the contrary, it wasn't for you at all.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh.
But Lord Seeker, what if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march. Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Do you think he can be reasoned with?
I hope so. If not him, there are surely others in the Order who don't feel as he does. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Excuse me, but is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's going to fix the hole in the sky?
Going to give it a try, at least.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry is useless, and the Templars... Andraste. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition?
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, he is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
Head to Haven, then. We need good people.
I don't know if I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Ever since our divine was murdered...
What's that? An arrow with a message?
You might find friends among the stunned and reeling. It seems changed from the wind. I wish your leaders well.
My Maker, know my heart. Take from me a life of sorrow. Comfort, oh Maker, where it... Look away. I have broken the chant because it comes from my heart. What have we when our divine is dead and the...
What do you mean you broke the chant?
Are you also ignorant of the Maker's most basic rites? The chant of light is how we honor the Maker. Our divine is dead. Our Templars gone. The Maker's silence is deafening. What hope have we?
The Inquisition can give you the answers you need.
So I have a faith I've lost. Or one that seeks to drive... I can't even look to our Templars.
They left us. The Templars left us to the mages.
Open? Yes,
liars.
as open as I can be. If you've a need for the well-cut or the sparkling, perhaps I can help. At the very least, we can...
This cannot stand. How can it stand?
I believe that mess...
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps my people are the wiser option.
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
Does that mean the mages will help us?
We are willing to discuss it with the Inquisition at least. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lord Herald.
Come, let us return to Haven.
Let's look around.
We maintain an Inquisition presence on Commander Cullen's orders. This has been received as you might expect.
How's it been? All is well, it seems. Oh, yes. You heard?
Maker.
Good day to you.
What? Yes, I'm sorry. Minding the duties of the ailing mother, Havara. I am rather overwhelmed. Forgive me. I am unsure whether I meant to extend chantry services to you, and that troubled me.
Inquisition, eh? I'll sell. But if the Chantry censures you, I'm not liable. No offense, but I have to live here, and Val Royeaux can be... traditional. Inquisition, eh? I'll sell. But if the Chantry censures you, I'm not liable. No offense, but I have to live here, and Val Royeaux can...
Is there something you need?
At once. All things in this world are finite. What one man gains.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. Are you the Maker's chosen, as so many claim?
I don't know what's possible any longer. I suppose I might be.
Maker, help us. What if we have erred? I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come. They rebelled across. The White Spire here in the capital was the Lord. Perhaps more shall flock to the Lord Seeker's banner now. How far has faith waned, I wonder?
How are people responding to all of it?
Despair. Fear. We mourn her hope. There must be a way through this. We abandoned our duties. We servants of the faith. Now...
You're obviously skeptical.
Our divine. Her holiness is dead.
That doesn't answer my question.
For you to be true, a great many things must be false. There is chaos ahead, whatever your intentions.
So...
We have already done. Now it falls on us to select a new divine, if we can.
Provided such a selection is even possible.
I truly don't know. Any revered mother who could have followed Justinia died. What becomes of us, and your Inquisition, is in the Maker's hand.
Where is the Lord?
I can't begin to guess the Lord Seeker's mind.
There must be sense to what we can't...
Must there? Rebellion seems popular in... He's crafting the Templars into a new power. really any worse than declaring a rival to the Chantry itself?
What were you hoping the Lord Seeker would do exactly?
Obviously, he has other plans. With the Knights...
Perhaps there is something we can do.
I'd like to believe that, Seeker. I truly would. I suppose we can expect renewed effort against the mages from him, and yet more chaos.
It's not too late. The Chantry could still help us and come out on top.
If only that were true.
What's to stop you from trying?
We are not looking for a winning horse.
All's well, it seems.
Ah, the Herald of Andraste. Is there something I might help you with?
No, thank you, sister. Well, they know who I work for at least.
Herald of Andraste. How much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is that?
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve. Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're kind of plain, really. All that talk, and then you're just a person. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
They say I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you? And what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches. Bunch of nutters.
Why didn't you use their weapons?
Because no breaches. Make it with you. Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, two. Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I used them to help you. Plus arrows.
The Inquisition already has friends in high places. Can you add to that prestige?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Step down, you've got big lords with big purses, like the tit we killed. Or was he one of the endless arse-lickers who follow? Doesn't matter. His grand plan was ruined by scrap torn from his desk and a red sock. By someone who couldn't read it. So no, I'm not Lord Poncyfart or Ruffled. If you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
So who are your friends of Red Jenny? You must know them.
Oh, it's not hard to understand if you're not trying to waste your day on it. Someone little always hates someone big. And unless you don't eat, sleep, or piss, you're never far from someone little. And someone has to have explained to them that free help is good.
Back there you wanted to know if I glow.
That's what you do, innit? You walked out. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead, yeah? I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
All right, Sarah. I can use you.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
Lord Trevelyan of Ostwick, representing the Inquisition.
A pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fade.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing. He hasn't been seen.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home.
And of course, Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time...
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed-up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
That's not true. I'm just searching for Divine Justinia's killer.
Of course you are. I'm sure your army is out scouring the hills for her murderer as we speak. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted... Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Montsimard and Enchantress to the Imperial...
Is that Marquis going to post...
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
Does that mean you'd be aiding the Inquisition from the Imperial Palace?
Ordinarily, I would be happy to serve as liaison to the court, but these are not all... The veil has been ripped apart, and there is a... It is now the duty of every mage to work towards sealing the breach. And so I would join the Inquisition on the field of battle.
You say you led the last of the Lord.
To the people of Thedas, we have not forgotten the commandment. I support any effort to restore such order.
So you're in...
Where else can mages safely learn to master their... We need an institution to protect and nurture magic. Maker knows. Magic will find neither on its own. To the people of... We have not forgotten... I support any effort to restore such order. The same thing anyone gets by fighting. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction. I was a great... The Chantry... Had she lived, Justinia could have accomplished so much.
You are...
The Chantry is leader... Besides, once the Inquisition has sealed the breach, I'm sure the new Divine will not care in the slightest about official permission.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
That wasn't my idea.
I'd be concerned if it was. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work, I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new device. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
You've given this a lot of thought.
There's still a lot of work.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was... Yes?
What do you think?
Who do you mean? But I enjoy working with her. The Inquisition. I may not always... Cassandra may have declared the Inquisition pub.
Are you satisfied?
Our numbers are... Some Templars have joined us instead of following the Order.
I should let you get back.
Was there something you needed?
I'd like to know more about the Templars.
If you need it, anything else, I will answer as best I can. As Templars, We are not to seek wealth or acknowledge. They were also tasked with tracking apostate. That was not that I... We need safeguards in place to protect people. In fact, I was 13 when I left home. I wasn't... Still, I didn't take on full responsibility.
What about your family?
Of course. But there were many my age who felt the same.
You've lived in the Circle. Before that, then?
Certain rituals require... Most of the time, you merely maintain a presence. Mages pretend to ignore that presence, but they're watching you just as closely.
Do Templars and mages...
Some do, but Templars... If a mage is possessed, of course, ignoring one another does nothing to foster understanding.
What does Templar train?
There is weapon and combat training. Even without their abilities, Initiates must also memorize portions of the Chant of Light, study history, and improve their mental focus. I wanted to learn everything. If I was giving my life to this...
You were a model student.
I wanted to be. Watching a candle burn down while reciting the Chant of Transfigurations wasn't the most exciting task. And I admit, my mind sometimes wandered. I'm sure you... Yes?
I should get to...
What would you...
All right.
I grew up in Ferelden, near Honleath. I was transferred to Kirkwall. This is the first I've returned in almost 10 years. I knew we've spoken. Apparently, I spend too much time with a serious expression on my...
You haven't seen for...
I was not sorry. Now, between the Divine's murder and the breach, I've...
You were...
No. The Circle had troubles of its own.
What?
Few who survived the Blight have...
What was...
While I was... Relations... Other than that, it was fine. You were at the...
Yes, but you...
There was fighting in the streets.
What happened then?
The Templars should have... She threatened to...
So you opposed her?
I stood with the champion again.
I'll let you
Should you require anything? Did you need something?
Why would Templars break away from the
The Order believes the Chantry no longer supports their efforts. Not to the extent they should.
But the Templars have served...
And in that time, the Templars risked their life. I may disagree with the Order's actions. That I'm here is proof of that. But I sympathize with their frustrations. The Lord Seeker's actions are a mystery, but the Templars will aid us.
What do you think of the...
Who do you mean?
Greetings. Another time, then.
Speak only the word. Sing only the charm.
Fix the door just like you asked, Flitter.
So, this is it, huh? Oh no, it's fine, yeah? It's just... Hear that? I meant the stronghold, but it sounded like... Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
I'm pretty sure the Conclave proved it's not that easy.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Why? Because someone yelled it real loud? Make them prove it. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
That's why we're here. To help guide everyone back from...
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems like believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid. And smells of... Really? What everyone needs is to get everything back to normal and proper and profitable. Sound good to you, all chosen Lord Herald?
I'm committed to putting an end to this...
It's why I'm here, yeah? This is where it gets done. Whatever it is. Can't do a bloody thing with everyone pissing themselves. Stupid. Chasing the Lord Seeker, I hear. Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front... Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact. Which? The ones who do things or the ones who give orders? Not as buttoned up as she plays, right? Tough, though.
We'll talk later.
Good, right? Chasing mages, that's a Templar's job. A big not too late to go find some. Or stay home. Pulling in... At least I'm used to that.
I was wondering if you could look at some...
What, the doors under the chantry?
You know about them?
Places have doors. I just wasn't interested in poking through some sister's breeches. Whatever floats you. Consider them open, yeah? Hey, it's you again.
Tell me about yourself.
What about me?
You're skilled.
No one.
But...
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Usually it takes considerable discipline. Hence my question.
Hence? Look, I work at it. Practice. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Is it an elf thing?
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in alleyways, anyway?
How about the bait?
Ferelden?
I got that from the act.
All over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
There are no connections you want?
Nope. It's complicated. I don't like complicated. Let's leave it at that.
You're not like most of...
Thanks, right? Like that Solus, right? Never be as good as we were. Well, who's we? I'm just fine.
There's a lot of tradition there. Should it just be thrown away?
Your great-grandfather's dead. Why?
That makes sense.
None of it does in the city. That's why I'm not...
We'll talk later.
If you say so.
Enchanter Vivienne. That's the picture of what
She looks like a noble. It's arrogant.
It is not arrogant to be unafraid.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
We had to do something, and now we have an opportunity.
Yes, and we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
I think the Templars are worth investigating.
I agree. What could the Lord Seeker be up to?
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
After the Divine's death, they're probably scrambling for allies.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave...
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options. There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my... 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey... If you have the opportunity, please...
And if you can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
What's the message?
We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bull's charges can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work. We're loyal, we're tough, and we don't break contracts. Ask around.
What should I know about your...
Iron Bull? He's one of those Kunari. He leads from... Best of all, he's professional. You're the first time he's gone out of his way to pick a side.
Why did your commander...
Iron Bull wants to work for the Inquisition. He thinks you're doing good work.
I look forward to meeting this...
We're the best you'll find. Come to the store.
report, sir. With both Templars and mages here, they profit greatly from smuggling lyrium.
Know what it means. Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall. Warden Blackwall.
That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first. Conscripts!
You're dead, bastard! Dead!
Sorry, bastards. Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
I know your name because I'm an agent of the Inquisition. I'm investigating whether the disappearance of Wardens has anything to do with the
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no Warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
I'm not here to accuse, not yet. I've only found you. Where are the rest?
I haven't seen any Wardens for months. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give Wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time, they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
I wasn't aware...
It's complicated. If there's a blight, everyone has to help the effort to fight it. The treaties are ancient. Outside of blights, it's as binding as a clever tongue can make it.
Do you have any idea where the other Wardens could have gone?
Maybe they returned to our stronghold at Weishaupt. That's in the Underfels, a long way north. I don't really know. Can't imagine why they'd all disappear at once, let alone where they'd disappear to.
Why haven't you gone missing like the rest of them?
Well, maybe I was going to. Or maybe there's a new directive, but a runner got lost or something. My job was to recruit on my own. Plan to stay that way for months. Years.
You're no help. I'm no further ahead than I was.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved. If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
The Inquisition needs all the support it can get.
Save the fucking world if pressed. Look, maybe fighting demons from the sky isn't something I'm practiced at. But show me someone who is. And like I said, there are treaties. Maybe this isn't a blight, but it's bloody well a disaster. Being a warden means something to a lot of people.
Warden Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long.
I have heard that your books are very popular, Master Tethras.
I do all right.
I am glad of it.
Really? No sarcasm? No superior attitude?
We live in a dark and angry time, tired of the stone. So much of what people believe has come crashing down. If you bring them a little peace with the worlds you make between the pages, you have done more than most.
The area ahead is well defended. Be ready.
Kill them all! Lots of them!
doubt that's the last of them. Come on.
Varric, you joined the Inquisition when Seeker Pendergast questioned.
He was very insistent that I help.
Interesting.
What's interesting?
It's surprising that an elven apostate is the one who joined the Inquisition voluntarily.
Nothing to report, sir.
How many people are going to die before?
All men are the work of our Maker's hands.
I don't know if Mr. Carriodon can get you that many healing drafts or a bit more. Ah, Lord Trevelyan. May I have a moment?
I hated and accursed by the Maker.
You don't wish to tell me,
We are garnering interest from the capital.
You're not pleased?
I am not convinced we are prepared for the full scrutiny of Val Royeaux.
All right.
At your service.
Let's see what we have.